This seems like it's going to be like a quick open close case here, man. There's a lot that's been going on. The first time seeing you guys, I actually had the preliminary meeting with you, actually. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to be having an audience here, live audience here on Bigo. Sure, you might move around just a little bit. Thanks. How about more toward me in the catty corner? There you go. More cheer. Don't move over. I know you. All right. There you go. All right. Dear, perfect. Okay.
Dr. Bishop, I have water for you.
Okay, yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Mama Sheba, how you doing?
Good.
Now, you guys are gonna have to speak up for the cameras, because we can barely hear you here. Good, great lighting, Okay, so we're here to talk about you guys' relationship. How did you meet?
First time I seen her was on the Instagram live she was doing. Y'all can hear me?
Okay, go
You
ahead.
can hear me?
Go ahead.
I had seen her on the Instagram live before I joined Carbonation, and
Right.
the first time we actually met was when I touched down in Belize, and
You're looking upward. No, look toward you. Yeah, keep your face.
and I had met her for the first time. We was in Belize. I had flew into Belize, and Chief and the rest of the members of Carbonation had met me at the airport to pick me up. So that was the first time I officially met her in person.
Okay, what made you attracted to Sheba?
I've always been attracted to dark-skinned women off the break. You know what I'm saying? And also, in addition to that, she was she had a very pleasing aura about herself. She could communicate herself very well, and I always been turned off by people who can't talk. So that was the two things off the break that attracted me to her.
So, guys, can you keep it down in there, please? Thanks. Appreciate it. We're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was it.
So,
Right.
huh?
Say, how did we meet?
How did we meet? How did we get together? What's
Yeah.
in your words? How were you attracted to True? What's your first memory?
My first memory was seeing him online. I thought he was funny because he used to do a lot of comical videos, just expressing himself, and I just thought it was funny because he was also sharing a lot of the knowledge, he was seeming to be on the frequency of the understanding that biology is our higher self, and this is the Christ conscious, all of that. Like, he was proclaiming the kingdom in his own way. I thought that was cool. And then meeting him, met him, like he said, when he came, joined in Belize. And when I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, I was attracted to him. And so there was a meeting that was
What were you
called
attracted to about him?
Just physical. I just was physically attracted
You're
to him.
physically
And the funny, like, I had saw him online, he was funny.
So
I was like, oh.
you like light-skinned guys, like he likes dark-skinned girls.
I like dark-skinned men as well. I don't say, I just sometimes.
You just like guys, good-looking guys.
No, I certain features. But
I just noticed he said he usually likes dark-skinned girls.
Right.
And I thought maybe you like light-skinned guys.
Nah,
But you were attracted to True, however.
Yeah, I was attracted to True then when I did see him. Yes.
What was your relationship with Baba G? And did you
At
know
that
Baba
point-
G before
Oh,
you knew True?
yes, I did. I knew Baba Jesus before I knew True.
Okay, so you came into what we call carbonation, right?
Right.
And how did that happen? Like, what was going on?
Well, when I came, I was not clear on what I thought that who I thought Robert G was. I was not clear on that.
What made you come to Carbonation?
Oh, it was like immediate knowing, like intuitive knowing that the message that Robert G was speaking was completely true. It was completely truth to me. I felt it was already in me.
How long was you following Babaji before you actually decided to leave and come join? What made you join?
I would say, I literally just got back on social media. The day I got back on social media, I saw one of Babaji's videos on Facebook, and after that, I kept following the lives. Like I kept following each live that was up. At that point, it was like a lot of classes. It was classes on astrology and understanding how life works and breaking down reality.
Mm-hmm.
And I was all I was doing for like 3 days straight. And about a week later, I was there. So yeah.
What made you come?
Well, besides the fact that I was watching the videos, a member hit me up. One of the members hit me up that was already.
So someone contacted you.
Yeah.
So you didn't come on your own. Somebody actually came and said, "Hey, what's
Yeah.
up? Who was this?"
Tron. At the time, he was on, and he hit me
Tron.
up. Yes.
Tron hit you up and said what to you?
He was like, "Peace, God." I was like, "Peace." And then next thing you know, I was telling him like, "I know I belong there." And he was like, "Yeah, you do. Send me your chart, whatever." Like we were just talking, and then we video chatted.
So were you actually talking to Tron?
Not long, like I would say like 4
I'm
days.
taking like romantically, like.
Oh yeah, like for like 4
Oh,
days.
so you were talking to Tron first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So Tron is the reason why you came here. Are you laughing because you kind of forgot about that?
Yeah, cause it's like yeah, that's crazy. But yeah.
So Tron is the reason why you came. Like with Ephraim, I'm not gonna talk about a lot of clients,
Right.
but it's all connected. We're trying to
Yeah.
connect everything. She came because of Solar. You became because of Tron.
Yeah, like he was like, I was texting him. It would seem like it came to me, but I knew what you're saying. Like, yeah. It was like my hair was freeform, so he was like, "Oh, this girl," and I was outside in my picture, so he was like, "Oh, this girl is like on the frequency." And when I started talking to him, it was weird because I just got my birth chart that day, so I was like on to the knowledge, and it was like coming to me. And I was just like, "Whoa, this is crazy."
So
like,
Tron made it like, yeah, okay, gave you direction, got you through, and so you're coming here, you're coming to Carbonation, and you're saying, I'm getting with Tron. I'm Tron's wife. So you was Tron's wife initially.
Yeah.
Wow. How long were you Tron?
And it like the first, it was on and off. On and off for like, I would say like 4 or 5 months. On and off.
Right.
Yeah.
What was the reason why you left? And why was it on and off?
Initially, when I met him, I knew it was like no, like I didn't want to be with him. But he was very nice.
What was different about
friendly.
Tron online than in person?
I didn't know he was as goofy as he was, like just the way he dressed. Goofy, like.
Oh, Tron was goofy.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Online, I didn't know that. But like I said, I wasn't watching for very long, so that was my fault, not really like looking into who I was dealing with.
Okay.
Like on the intimate level. So yeah, like looking back, it was like I could have, asked more questions and got to know him more before I was like, yeah, that's my husband.
Right.
I just seen him and I was like physically like, okay, yeah, like I'm attracted to him. And what he's doing with his life, that's exactly what I want to be doing with my life. That's how I look at it. But yeah.
So you came in, you was with Tron.
Yeah.
Interesting thing you told me. You were a virgin when you came to Carbonation.
Yes. That was.
What was your age when you came to Carbonation?
I want to say I was 24. I just had a solar return.
You were a virgin at 24.
Yeah.
Wow.
24, 25.
So did Tron break virginity?
No.
Really? So you were with him for months,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys had sex? No?
No.
Try to?
I wouldn't really say try to. Maybe one time we tried. Maybe one time.
Really?
That I can remember.
How were you a virgin at 24?
How? I don't know. It just wasn't.
You don't know?
Well, at first, I really wanted to save myself for marriage. That was my initial idea. Then I found somebody that I thought I wanted to marry, and I tried having sex with him, and it never worked out.
Why didn't it work out?
Could never get in, and I suppose that
Okay.
was mental.
Sheba, look at me.
Yes.
I need you to be as transparent as possible. There are people listening that want to get to know you, want to understand what's going on here. I need you not to talk to me like I know what's going on.
Okay. That's okay.
I need to talk to the people. They don't know what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, so.
You was in a relationship with a guy you thought you was going to marry for 3 years.
Yeah.
You didn't have sex.
No.
How does that work for 3 years?
Oh, we just did a lot of other things. We were very intimate with each other, sexually in other ways, like just whatever basically was not.
Why couldn't you have sex?
Yeah, I tried to figure that out for a long time. I didn't really understand why. I guess it was well, now I know it was a mental thing for me. It was just like uncomfortable. I didn't trust him fully. So I always.
I'm still trying to figure out why you couldn't have sex for 3 years.
I couldn't relax at all.
You couldn't relax? What do you mean?
Like when we would try, I just wouldn't relax. I would always tense up. And I just could not relax. Like when I thought of him coming in, I would just be like
So
no.
you couldn't be penetrated.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand that right there.
Deep. It was deep.
You couldn't open up for 3 years to one man?
Yes. No.
Was his penis large?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too big.
No, I wouldn't say it was too big. I would just say it was what in my mind when I saw it, I was like, that's gonna hurt.
Right. So it just wouldn't fit. And y'all stayed together for 3 years. And you're still a virgin.
Yeah.
Because every time he tried to put it in.
Yeah, eventually, obviously, when you're disappointed that many times, you stop trying. So the relationship just became, we know each other, we know how we can be with each other. And just maybe we won't try that. But I also went to the doctor numerous times to understand what was wrong with me and all that.
Oh, so it's actually you.
Yeah, it was me.
So you couldn't open up for a male.
Yes.
Wow.
I couldn't just relax and open up for a man.
So you tried with Tron.
Yes.
How many guys have you tried with?
Just Tron. My ex before Tron, and then after that.
No one before the guy that you thought you was gonna marry.
No one before him.
That was the first.
Yeah, that was the first
3
time
years.
I tried. Yeah.
3 years, which would mean you were like 20.
Yeah, I was like 20, 21, 22.
And you just couldn't open up. You 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
3 freaking years,
We
Sheba.
lived together, everything.
Sheba, you lived together
Yeah.
for 3 years. And this guy's not getting any. Just maybe
A
some.
lot of head. That's it. A
Oh,
lot of head, a lot of like.
a lot of
A
fellatio.
lot of yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah,
for 3
like-
years, you lived together. You're still a virgin. You go to the doctor. What did the doctor tell you?
Doctor was just like, there's nothing wrong with you at all. Like we just noticed that when they would try to examine me, I would tense up. They just noticed that.
Even during
So,
the
even
exam,
during the-
you would
yeah.
it get intense.
Yeah, so that's what they
Wow.
was like. But other than that, they were like, maybe you should try certain methods of relaxation and lubrication. But that's after that, they would say nothing.
For
was
3
wrong.
years, no can do.
No.
Did you let him have another woman?
He never asked, so I always feel like he was with other women, but he never asked me.
Now, did you get mad at this man at any time?
Yeah.
Wait a
Yeah, I did.
minute. Hold,
I
hold.
really did. Because
Cheese and crackers.
I wanted to
Hold
be-
on. Jolly G. Josh.
Right.
I just wanted to know. That's all. I feel like if he was having behind my back, that was weird. I just
Please be quiet. I'm not going to ask that again. I will have to. I'm asking you guys to please be quiet. We're having a session here. I think I'm going to have to fire my staff.
It seems to be that way.
They're very noisy.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to ask again. Can you please quiet down? We're having a session here. Okay. I can hear the dishes. Okay. All right. All right. So, guys, okay, guys. So, you got mad at this guy.
Yeah.
Why? You weren't giving him no sex. Why did you get mad at him?
Because every time that I would address him about what was going on, he would always say
What
nothing.
was going on? Like what?
Like, who are you talking to? Or are you
All right.
talking
So
are you
were
talking to other
you
females?
insecure because you couldn't please him
Yeah.
sexually with other women? Here you guys are living together. What's his age?
Same age as me.
20,
So at the
20?
time, 21, 22, 23.
And you're from
Seattle.
Seattle.
Mhm.
So Seattle, Washington. You guys are young. You got your own place together. You can't please him sexually. He's a young guy. He's obviously horny, or hormones are jumping.
Yeah.
You can't please him, but even then, that makes you insecure, and you're arguing with him all the time.
Yes.
Do you think that was fair?
No.
Okay. Moving forward, you go to carbonation. You meet Tron. You're still a virgin.
Yeah.
You're still a virgin. So you come carbonation. What happens with you and Tron? You were there with him for months. What happened?
I just noticed that I was not attracted to him. Like I'm not attracted to him in a intimate way. Like I should have just kept him as a friend and not try to make it something more, because he just really, a lot of things that he did and how he was, his hygiene, his the way that he carried himself, the way he dressed.
So it didn't
and
work.
his attitude, I wasn't attracted to it.
Okay, it didn't work. So now what happens?
And then I was by myself, and that's when I became your wife with
Who's?
I
Oh
mean,
no, I'm
sorry,
sorry, sweetie.
Baba G.
They keep confusing me with Baba G. I'm not Baba G. I look like him. Some people say we look alike. I'm Dr. Bishop. Okay? A lot of my clients sometimes put their traumas on me. It's nothing to do with me. I'm happily married to my wife, Louise Bishop. My name is Dr. Charles Bishop. I am your psychologist. Okay? I am in contact with Baba G. Yes. Please continue.
That's when I became Baba G's wife.
So you became Baba G's wife after Tron.
Yes.
Well, you didn't have sex with Tron.
No.
Okay. Listen. Okay.
And Baba G was able to open me up.
Excuse me?
And open me up.
Open you up like
I
that.
was
And
broke my virginity.
so Baba G was able to buy your virginity.
Yeah.
Wow. How'd that happen? He was just able to do it.
He was just able to do it.
Was he
I don't know how to
smaller?
explain it. No, he was bigger.
So this is a bigger. And he was able to do it. Okay. So moving forward, what happened between you and Babaji?
Um, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I guess I didn't know. I was confused.
Okay, so let me help you. I'll guide you through this. It seems like this is bringing up some kind of trauma. When my clients usually get like this means that we found something that needs to be talked about. Okay? We just don't know. We just don't just not know, right? There's obviously something unspoken or something that needs to be talked about here that we've thrown away. We've put it in our little box and shut it down. You need some water? Yeah. Okay. So, Babaji breaks your virginity.
Yeah.
What happens right after that?
So he's arguing with his wife at the time.
Who's this?
Velvet.
Velvet. Here we go. Velvet. Okay, so he's in this thing with Velvet again. What is he arguing about? You?
I don't know. I didn't hear, but I don't know what they're arguing about. But they're just arguing all night.
About?
I don't.
Did you ever
know
find out
exactly
what they were arguing about?
Well, she came to me and told me she was not comfortable with the fact that he broke my virginity. She was feeling very insecure about it. And right after that, there was a lot of arguments. So I assume it was because of me being there, me being.
Were you accepted as a wife at first?
I knew it was really cool, so I felt very accepted. I can't remember every little detail, but from what I remember, I was accepted.
Okay, so try to get a clear picture here. She was accepted, and then after the virginity, she rejected you.
Yeah. Like we was like friends off the bat until he broke my virginity, and then after that, it was.
Were you ever a wife? You were a wife. Well, obviously, you had to be a wife. You came in as a wife.
Yeah.
For him to break your virginity.
Right.
Did she know when he did it?
Yeah, she was there.
Excuse me?
She was there.
I'm sorry.
She was a part of the whole.
I'm sorry. Excuse me?
She was right there.
She was there during holding your hand.
Yeah.
No. Like holding your hand when you had your virginity broken.
Yeah.
By Babaji.
Yes.
And then after that, she said, "No, I don't like you. I don't want you around."
And
I'm trying to just figure this out.
Yeah, she didn't say I don't like you, I don't want you around, but she did say that she felt very insecure, that she was trying to figure out. She knew it had something to do with her own insecurities, and she didn't want me to feel bad about it. But it was like it was very uncomfortable for her that she had these feelings. And I told her I completely understood. I completely understand how she feels. And I wasn't trying to step on her toes I'm not trying to take your man because, he took my virginity, now I'm going to take your man and it's going to be me and him. Like, no, that's not my intentions. And I told that to her. I told her that, like, no, that's not how it's going down. You already know your position and I'm coming in and I know mine. I know that I'm here to help you. I'm here to serve you.
So, how did you feel when she rejected you after your virginity was broken? And they go to arguing. They're arguing, obviously, about you.
Yeah.
And where are you at with that? You finally, after all this time thinking something was wrong with you, clearly you thought that you could never have sex or maybe something was going to be wrong with you. You finally get your virginity broken by this man. How do you view this man after he breaks your virginity?
First, I was just amazed because I just in disbelief, almost like that happened. It's because for so long.
What happened?
That he was able to break my virginity because I didn't. I believed it could happen but it was for so long it didn't, that it was amazing. And so after that, I viewed him like, wow, he's very amazing and powerful, and you know, that's everything that I wanted. He's all that I wanted at that point. And
So his relationship with Velvet got in the way of your relationship with him.
yeah,
Was he polygamous?
yes, yeah. Like
And
before
so
I became,
you were in love with him, or you had feelings for him after the virginity break?
I did, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So his relationship with Velvet was in the way of that. How did that make you feel? That she didn't accept you, and that she was in a way of what you felt was your chance for love. It's okay to cry. We have some tissue, please? Can we get some tissue in here, please? It's okay to cry. It's okay. This is the moment. This is your healing. This is your therapy. Okay, crying is like letting out unwanted energy. And it's okay to let it out. You never got a chance to talk about it. Tissue, please, not a big white tissue.
Yeah, I felt rejected.
You felt rejected. Let's talk about that. Did that bring you back to maybe a childhood trauma?
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't, wait, 1 second.
So, this is still bothering you.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know it was there.
Didn't even know that was there. That's what this is all about. This is all about getting you where you didn't know you were hurting and getting that out and exposing it and looking at it, right?
Right. I guess I always felt rejected as a child. I always felt like I was just different. My mom was she was always working. My dad wasn't there at all. And, I had a sister, an older sister.
Mm-hmm. It's okay to cry. And your tears are not just your tears. Your tears are the tears of others that are going through it too. If you hold it in, it's like swallowing poison. If you release it, it's what it is. It's a release. Let it go. It seems like Velvet triggered a trauma from your growing up. You felt rejected. Why?
Just because I felt like, everybody was worried about themselves and not thinking about my emotional well-being. Everybody was doing what they felt like was best for them. And even though I was taken care of with everything that I needed, I always felt like I was neglected of just having someone that understood me, was there for me emotionally.
Emotionally.
Yeah. Someone I could just talk to about.
So would you say that you had mommy issues? But even daddy issues, you didn't feel protected?
Right now, yeah. I didn't have either.
So you were looking to connect to Velvet as a mother figure, maybe? Or like a sister bond?
It was like that. It didn't happen like that.
She didn't know that. She was triggered by her own traumas in that moment. And your traumas triggered each other. Your traumas were triggered simultaneously.
Yeah, for
and she sounded like she might have had daddy issues, where she wanted all the attention of the man, and you sound like you might have some issues too, where you were neglected or you felt neglected. So did that mean you felt neglected?
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel neglected by Baba G or Velvet, or both? This is your moment.
I guess both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, right, both. Were you left alone?
I felt I was.
Mm-hmm. Why did you leave?
Leave where?
You know, the situation, carbonation. Why did you leave at that point if you felt alone?
Because I had I had so much like to me carbonation and what it represents, everything that I've ever felt inside of me, it was that. It's my like it was no walking away from carbonation. It wasn't no like
So you had committed yourself to your own spiritual journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you put your spiritual journey before any personal.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that. So you said, I'm going to see this thing through.
Yeah. It wasn't about.
You're not going to run from your traumas or pains.
Right.
You've committed to this. There's no plan B. I'm going to commit myself to this.
Yes.
Okay, totally understand. So now what happens? They're arguing.
Yeah.
You're feeling neglected. You push away. You go single. Their relationship wouldn't allow you to be there. Their relationship wouldn't allow you to be there.
Yeah. I had at the time I was like, dang, I don't know what my position is.
Where were you? Where were you? Location?
Belize.
Belize.
Yes.
Beautiful
Belize
place.
At the time. It was very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
And yeah, I was just thinking like, well, I don't really know my position. I don't know where I'm supposed to be, but I know I'm not going nowhere. I know that this is exactly what I'm going to do in my life. So I just
enjoy the environment, enjoy the nature.
Yeah, and
love on yourself.
Yeah, I had a lot. I realized that
you were learning a lot.
Yeah, I was learning a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Who? Babaji was teaching you.
Babaji was teaching me. Yes.
What else?
At the time, we were writing a book, and that Babaji he wanted to put out a book of all the knowledge. And so I was just like, all the time, reading the knowledge, speaking it and reading it. And I was just like, consumed by it. So it was all I was thinking about.
So fast forward, we meet True.
Oh, yeah.
You've been single.
No, I went back to Tron.
You went back to Tron?
Yeah.
Really?
I did.
Tell me about that experience. So you got neglected, you went back to Tron. Did you try to have sex? You're open now. You're open now. Right?
Actually, like, we didn't try to have sex. I think that we had did something else. I didn't want to have sex with him. I told him that I don't think we tried to have sex. I think it was more like.
So Tron never penetrated.
No. No, I never had sex with Tron.
Was there anybody else you was with in the tribe?
I was with Captain Musa for about 2 weeks.
So you were with Musa.
That was in Belize too. Yes.
You were with Musa.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's with Musa. Musa's a popular guy.
Yeah.
So Musa, did he penetrate you?
No. This is actually before my virginity was broken.
Oh wow. So it's Musa and Tron. Anyone else?
No, not before. No.
Okay, after you broke your virginity, then you went back to Tron. But you didn't have sex with him.
Didn't have sex with him.
Then what?
Didn't have sex with him. Then True came.
When you broke up with Tron, maybe?
I broke up with Tron when True was like, I broke up with Tron because there was a meeting and there was energy between the Drew said that he was attracted to me and I was already attracted to him. This is when he first came. So I was already attracted to him, he attracted to me, so I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna stay with Tron because really I'm only with Tron because of his need. I needed somebody. I feel like I needed someone at the time, and so I was just with him because he was familiar and he was a friend, but it wasn't really.
So you went to True.
Yeah.
Boom. Meeting's done. You were True. How is it? True.
So after that meeting, you know what I'm saying, that's my wife now, so I'm about to goddamn go ahead and push forward with these wifely activities, right? So we ended up drinking that night. You know what I'm saying? I had just met Baba G. He really cool. He just like I had met, like I had envisioned him to be from online. So I'm drinking. He had went to the back. He took it down, but I'm still in there DJing. Okay. So I'm in there DJing, playing the music on my phone and whatnot. I had a couple of drinks, a little wine and whatnot, and it was me, Sheba, and Mama Bambi in the same room. I was on some like wild boy stuff. Man, I ain't even care that Mama Bambi was in the room. I was like, she was fine. I'm finna try to hit tonight. I'm finna try to hit right now. And I'm trying to hit, and it's just like, I'm like, I ain't never ever seen nothing like that before. It just like that. It would not go. It just would not.
What wouldn't go?
My dick would not go in. I can use that language here, right? I can
Just
say,
trying to say penis.
okay,
Your penis, you could not penetrate
I
her.
could not penetrate her, and I never ever had that ever happen to me in my life. I was like, wait, it's closed. I gotta come back later. I ain't know what was going on. The office's hours was closed. It wasn't open, so I was like, okay, and I just let that be that. I was like, okay, boom, this ain't never happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just about to go ahead and go to sleep, take it down, and move forward on, you know what I'm saying, with the activities of the day.
Okay. And so moving forward.
Moving forward.
What was your relationship like?
The relationship was good. She was making me sandwiches and stuff. I'm serious. She was making me sandwiches and stuff. And we talking about my birth chart. I'm like probably I feel me. Now you know how. Now you don't know, dog. When I first came to Carbonation, I was like super lit. I was getting in trouble and everything. Chief had to calm me down and balance my energy out, but I was super lit on the knowledge. And she was a good helpmate. She was a good support. She was. I always often meet women that are like either they be like stupid or something. They're not really interested in things that I'm interested in. But to have somebody that I was sexually attracted to and had the capacity to grasp what I was saying was dope. And she also was helping me out, like I said, with the womanly duties or whatnot. And it was good in the beginning. And then
Fast forward, she gets pregnant.
She gets pregnant in.
Is it? Well, maybe. Well.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You wanna
tell me about the relationship?
Okay.
You guys were.
Yeah. Well, I think
You guys were in love.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah,
Well, what would you call it? I mean, you guys were there together.
In order for you to be in love with somebody, that means you would have to actually truly understand that person. I think that a lot of the understanding that we should have got to was overlooked because of that sexual attraction, that initial attraction. So I think that we was moving off of that more than anything.
You finally got in.
Finally got in. It was like a tent Rambo had gave us. Rambo had gave us a tent. And it was dark that night. Wind was blowing. I was going to go for it again. Hopefully it don't be the same thing. And I got there, and it was some resistance, but you know what I'm saying? Got in there, got through there.
Mm-hmm.
Finally got through there.
Second guy penetrated you.
I remember this.
Yeah, it was a little tent that Rambo had gave us. I remember.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the first time.
Yeah.
Second guy got in. Boom. And it was on. Did that change the dynamics of the relationship?
Yeah, because I don't think I would have been there no 3 years. Had I not made it through that though.
You're funny, man. You're funny. I like this guy.
I don't think I would have been.
This guy's funny,
you know
man.
I ain't gonna be there no 3 years now. You know what I'm saying? give it a couple, I'm gonna try it again. And I'm gonna try it. Ain't gonna be there in 3 years though. But yeah, they did change the dynamics of the relationship for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That element gonna have to be there.
All right, so what's the problem? She's getting what? You got pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, talk to me about it.
Well,
You go ahead.
I wanted to get pregnant. I really did. But at the time there was some problems with. I think you had got sick, and the way that like you had your throat had closed.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't speak, and you were very tired. Like you was healing and stuff. And at first I was like supporting you in your healing process, and I was bringing you things that you needed and trying to help you. And then I started looking at him like, wow, he's being very weak. I felt this way when I saw him like that, because I felt like he wasn't doing much to get himself out of the situation, or out of his sickness, out of his illness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when there was a meeting. I pulled a meeting. I said, I don't know if I pulled the meeting or if the meeting happened, and I just, talked about how I thought he was taking his whole entire situation that he was sick. I thought that he was taking it in a very weak manner, and I didn't like it. And it was showing me a quality that I did not want to see in who I was with, in the man that I am with. So at that point, it was like I was looking at Baba G a lot. Like I would like for whoever I'm with to be like him, and I wanted him like.
So you were comparing
Yes.
True to Baba G.
Yes.
Okay. This seems to be the narration of the story.
Yes.
The women are comparing.
Yeah.
But then they don't know what they want because of Velvet. Velvet like kind of being in the way of their relationship
Like a
with
barrier.
Baba G. Had Velvet not been there, do you think that you would have been still with Baba G?
It's
The
a
one that broke your
possibility.
virginity.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, most likely. Most likely.
That damn Velvet.
All right. That's the same one, yeah.
Well, moving forward, didn't happen. What goes happen. So, see, you get pregnant.
Yeah.
What? Wow.
But at the time that I got pregnant, I wasn't just with True. So
Excuse me?
I wasn't just with True. I had been with Baba G
Wait,
as
wait.
well. So
I'm trying to understand that.
I had sex with True, but I also maybe a week apart or so. I don't know. I also had sex with Baba G. And that's
Wait,
because I kept
did
in
you
my
cheat on
mind-
him? I'm trying
No, it was all.
Well, we have to understand.
Sorry.
Remember, you're talking.
So
You just.
rewind, right? I was with True. Me and True were together, but I was also looking at Baba G like I had said before, and I was looking at the way he handled things, and I really liked that. I really loved all the qualities about him. So I separated from True, and I had sex with Baba G.
You speak about the separation. You just said True. Beat it. I'm going to Baba G.
No, obviously that caused a lot of conflict in our relationship. That whole situation that I felt how he was taking the situation, it caused a lot of conflict.
Okay, so you said, I'm leaving you to be with Baba G now. Is that how it went? True?
No, I don't. No, I think that she said she didn't want to be with me no more because like she felt like I was being weak or whatnot. And I don't think she mentioned that she was going to be with you. I think she wanted to be by herself or whatnot. And then in the process, I think she decided to be with Baba G.
And Velvet's there.
Velvet is still there at this time. Yeah.
How does that work? Was she letting that happen?
Oh man, no. Like I thought it was something that I could possibly I thought I could help, or maybe just be nice to her, and maybe she would come around to it
And let you be with Baba G sexually.
Yeah, and that.
You wanted
her
to be with Baba G sexually.
Yeah. And I thought it
True.
was
Did you resent him for that?
Baba G?
Yeah.
Nah, because I look at the woman as making those decisions. I done did something like that before, and I would look at it from the perspective of how can the dude be mad at me? That's the chick decision. That's the woman decision.
She was choosing.
She choose. I done been in the same situation before.
And I would think that Baba G would think that that was his woman first because he already broke her virginity, but he's been dealing with Velvet, and now she's with you. And I would be, if I was Baba G, maybe I would be a little bit jealous of you because you're with his woman and you're breaking. Did you ever feel that from Baba G?
No.
No. What do you mean?
You said jealous?
Yeah.
No.
Baba G's never jealous.
I didn't feel that way. You talking about me being with True?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I would think that if I broke a woman's virginity, I had an attachment to her. I would think that she's mine, and when she was with another man, I would think maybe Baba G would be a little jealous. Did you ever feel that?
I never felt it. I never felt that.
Never felt
I
that?
never really thought about it.
You felt like he allowed you guys to be together?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you decided to check out Baba G again. So yeah,
Yeah.
I want him again. Is that true?
Yes.
So you did. You slept with Baba G again.
Yes. And I also wanted to get pregnant by him.
What do you mean?
I wanted to have Baba G's babies. I told you that.
And how did you feel about that?
I don't recall that.
Oh, you wasn't around.
Well, you didn't tell me then.
Who did you say that to?
I said it to Baba G.
Oh.
Are you telling him?
Oh, you told Baba G you wanted to have his babies.
Yes.
You never let True know that.
Me and True working together, so no, I didn't tell him that.
So you sleep with Baba G.
Mm-hmm.
You wind up pregnant.
Yes. But when I found out I was pregnant, well, this is the thing. I knew I was pregnant because I could feel it in the cycle didn't come. So at that point, I was still with Baba G, but I knew it wasn't Baba G's baby. And I don't know how I knew that. I just knew that. I'm not sure how I knew. I just felt it. Well,
So no one really knew
no one really knew.
the wild bee pregnancy, but you stayed with Baba G.
For about a little while, then I told Baba G that I didn't want to be with him.
So you told Baba G, "Fuck you, nigga, I'm going back now."
Well, yeah.
No, I'm just playing. So you told Baba G you didn't want to be with him. You're going back to Captain True.
Yeah.
Okay. So True, take her back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seems like the woman here at Carbonation are really doing what they want to do.
That's the way it is. That's how it's always been.
That's nice.
That's how it always been.
I mean, I'm looking at it from the outside, looking in, and it seems as if the men are in control, and the men are telling what the women want to do. And now I'm looking a little closer, and I realize the women are actually doing what they want to do.
And this is coming from an unbiased perspective.
Right. Would you say that was true?
Oh, that's facts. That's true.
Okay. Moving forward, you go back to True. You're pregnant. You don't know if this baby's yours.
Man,
9 months.
9 months.
Not knowing
Not knowing.
if the baby's yours.
Yeah.
Now, this is public.
Yeah.
So everybody's following it. I'm pretty sure they're taunting you about it.
Every day. Not like clockwork. Like clockwork. Every day.
I'm pretty sure everybody's talking about how this is probably not going to be your baby.
Man, everything you think of, that ain't your baby. That Baba G baby, you a fool, you an idiot, you lame. How you let that happen? Stepdaddy, everything.
Wow.
Everything you think
Really?
of.
Stay together all through that.
Stay together through the whole thing.
Okay, so talk to me about having a baby. Where were you guys at?
Nicaragua,
Really?
in the middle of political turmoil, might I add.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's one place I wouldn't want to be caught in.
Oh, you don't.
Absolutely.
You don't.
Absolutely.
So, I'm sorry, what's your son name again?
Jaumi.
Jaomi?
Mm-hmm.
Jaomi's born in Nicaragua.
In Nicaragua.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Right.
Wow. I can only imagine it wasn't an expensive hospital.
It was free.
Free.
It was free. Yeah.
What kind of hospital was it?
It's a hospital that's dedicated to the amount of women that have children in that area who can't afford medical care. Now they do have the upscale hospitals where it's like $2,000-$3,000, but they understand that most people can't afford that. So they have doctors and interns that dedicate themselves volunteer
So
hours.
you all couldn't afford
The amount that the medical facility was
Right.
asking for.
At the time.
The high end at the time, no, could not. So the universe presented another avenue.
were their doctors professional?
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
Were they like student doctors?
Some of them were. It was a combination of actual doctors
Right.
that have completed their degree and are practicing in conjunction with interns, people who are in school,
Right.
things of that nature.
Right.
Yeah, and volunteers.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So how was it that you did it come vaginally?
No, I had a C-section.
Oh wow, I was gonna say that. You so that C-section.
Yeah,
It would not come out the canal.
no.
Wow.
No.
Makes a lot of sense. So we're still dealing with the. Oh, that's right. You got through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Wow. Amazing. All right. So you have the baby immediately. Tell me your thoughts as the baby comes out.
I'm thinking like, you know what I'm saying? Everything that happened prior, maybe meant to be. You understand what I'm saying?
Meant to be or
Like maybe me and her are meant to be together.
Right.
Usually that's like a universal signal that
Right.
this solidifies the relationship. This
Right.
solidifies the bond.
So immediately the baby's born. Does the baby look like you or Baba G?
It look like me.
Bingo.
Yeah, so it's like
It's your baby.
correct.
Good.
Correct.
How do you feel?
I'm like,
I won.
I
I won.
It's more of that time wasn't wasted. Had I been in a relationship, developing feelings over the 9
But I
months,
won.
it's not necessarily about winning. It's about that investment wasn't in vain. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
Had I been there developing attachments and projecting all of these images like, oh, that's my baby, then to turn out and find out that it wasn't mine would have been like a nigga dunking me in the dunking booth with the ball. So that's how I look at the situation.
Right. Okay. All right. And you? How did you feel when you seen it was True's baby?
It's like, yeah, I already knew that. But it was cool, I guess.
Yeah?
Because we was together, so.
You were already together.
Yeah.
And obviously Velvet was a force field that would not let you get to Baba G. Anyway,
Right.
even if you wanted that, you couldn't have. So you were there. It's true.
Yeah.
Do you love True?
I do.
Do you love Shiva? Why? Geez, God, why aren't you together?
For one, I ain't compromising no more. As far as
Compromising what
compromising,
exactly?
compromising to the extent, for example, right? When it comes to having a wife, you have to make sure that she's in alignment with what you want to do and support what you do and your standards. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't dropping my standards because somebody got an attitude. She might got an attitude.
Well,
She
isn't
might
she
not-
carbonation? Isn't that the same thing? Everybody's got the same agenda.
Yeah, everybody.
So
do
how
the
is there
same thing.
conflict between you two?
Because, for example, I think that she feels like she doesn't have to listen to me in the same manner that she would with Baba G and Chief.
Excuse me?
I feel like she feels like she doesn't have to listen to me in the same manner as she would with Chief. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh.
And I think that...
So you're saying is that she has more respect for Baba G than you, still from Mexico.
Learning it, yeah.
Even though she went back to you, she still respects Baba G more than you. She feels like maybe Baba G is more of a man than you.
Yeah.
Is that how you see it?
Yes. That's,
Then why did you go back to True? If you felt like that, then why did you go back to True? Is it because Velvet wouldn't allow you to be with Baba G, and True was like some backup thing that you could do? So it seems like it's the same thing here.
Wait to myself.
This Velvet character and the relationship with Baba G really has put a inkling on the woman that want to be with him. And they seem like they go back into these rebound relationships where they have children or they get pregnant, but they really want Baba G. And I don't know about you guys. You guys maybe seem different. I don't know. Do you really want to be with Chiba? Speak from your heart, man. Come on, man. You gotta speak from your heart. This is where you do the work. Here's where you do the work. It's not about you. It's about everybody like you.
Yeah.
You gotta take yourself out of your own selfish ways. There's feelings here. There's a bond here. There's a child born. Guys, we gotta look at this. Are you in love with Baba G? And did you use the relationship with True as a rebound comfort zone while he was dealing with Velvet? And did you catch feelings for a rebound relationship because Baba G wasn't available? And in the process, like Efru, but unlike Efru, you had the baby. This seems to me just like the relationship with Efru, yet Efru didn't have the baby.
See that?
You really want Baba G. You look sad. You want to talk about it? This is why counseling is good. Because you're able to talk and see things you're not really able to see usually. But we gotta ask ourselves, is this the truth?
That's true.
It seems that Velvet's got in the way of the development of what these young ladies wanted to do anyway, and they went to y'all, he was sent to y'all as a backup. What's this?
I guess that, yeah, I mean, yeah, I see that. I don't like to look at. I wish I.
I would think if I wanted Baba G, and I could be Baba G, and you go to this other relationship, right? You go to this other relationship, and you start to catch feelings. You get bond. But the whole time, you're still considering Baba G. You still want Baba G.
Yeah.
And what happens in this relationship, whether a child comes from it, she was always wanted Baba G. That's the man she wanted. And she settles for the comfort rebound and has a baby out the situation, confusing you. And the relationship between Velvet And Baba G just makes everything complicated. And this is actually a result of something that Baba G's manifesting. And his relationship with Velvet getting in the way. Or his daughter. Which is probably why she is where she is. Because no Velvet's around. If Velvet's around, she'd probably still be with you. But even if she was with you, she would fantasize about you. Right?
Yes. That's facts.
So she never was yours.
Right.
What's yours is yours. She's thinking about Baba G the whole time. Just like effort. You guys see what I'm saying here, man?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to make sense. Ephraim could have been in the same predicament had she had that baby. It's true, I don't know about you, man, but I wouldn't want nobody I want somebody who wants me for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What do you think? What do you think, man?
I'm leaving it alone all the way, regardless of any attachment that happened up until this point. The smartest thing.
But there's clearly still a bond here.
Hey, that's fine. You know what
You
I'm
understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Listen, all I'm saying is that, guys, there's still a bond here.
Mhm.
There's still some sort of feelings here, but not enough for a real relationship.
Mhm.
Because it's a rebound, comfort situation while Baba G was dealing with Velvet.
Mhm.
So feelings were put in the bag, and now those feelings are still there. But once you're actually together, it's clearly, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea to go back into it at all. It's good where I'm at right here, moving forward. Especially knowing the end result and outcome, we'll just be repeating the pattern over and over again.
What happens when y'all get together? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, when
Sheba, from your perspective first, and then I'm gonna go. Be honest. Just be real. What happens?
At first everything is good. We know each other, so
Your friends.
we're friends. We're good.
Does Baba G ever interfere in your relationships when you're together?
No, we usually be away from Baba G, not where he's at. Like we'll be.
So you do have your space to develop
Our
your
space.
relationship.
yeah, right.
So we can't say he's doing things to interrupt your connection.
No,
No.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Baba G is just usually with Velvet.
Right.
Or
Doing something of that nature, yeah.
trying to keep his daughter.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
And the other woman are still fascinated with Baba G.
right.
Even though they might be getting what they need from you emotionally, it's not enough because you're just not Baba G. Is that plain?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
You want a woman that's for true.
Mhm.
You understand?
Right,
That's just for true. And what's for you, no one can take away.
right.
Nobody can take away what's for you. You understand what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, that makes sense.
If it's for you, no one can take it away. There's nothing you want to do about it. It's going to come, it's yours. but you do still have those feelings there, which is a result of the back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
The many times we've counted them with the last relationship that you guys had to go back and forth. Well, you didn't go back and forth, but most did.
Right.
But the whole time, Shiva was comparing you to Baba G. It's not fair to you. You deserve someone that loves you truly. You. Well, what's it like being together? You guys are recording each other. What's the cycle?
It'd be cool in the beginning, and then I might implement something, and she feel like she ain't got to do it. She might get an attitude, or come up with an excuse or something like that. And I'm thinking like, the only reason you feel like you can do that to me is because you don't feel like you don't respect me enough. You don't feel like
So there's a lack of respect.
yeah,
And does it get physical?
yeah. I don't tolerate.
How many times have you guys had physical fights?
Say, at least 10. At least 10.
What happens?
I guess in her mind, she bigger than what she thinks she is, or she have a lot of masculine energy, and I'm like, don't. I recommend you try another avenue because I ain't tolerating that under no regards because you want that to keep going.
Right.
So I don't play that.
So there's a respect for Baba G that she doesn't have for you,
Yeah.
and that bothers you in every way. And so when you feel like that, you feel like you got to dominate her, maybe it gets physical. Because she like, tell me how it comes from your point of view.
From my point of view, I do exactly what I need to do in the relationship. Whatever he asks me to do, I do it. He doesn't have a very good control over his emotions. So,
Yeah, I do.
no, not really.
My first.
Because I never put my hands on you, true.
My first approach.
So you don't have very good control over your emotions. Because if you have to let me actually talk, otherwise this house is getting anywhere. If you have control over your emotions, then we never got this.
If he was Baba G, there would be no issue.
Okay.
He can't be Baba G, should he? You want him to be Baba G?
I just want him to be a better version of himself. I don't think that anybody should lack emotional control.
I don't lack emotional control because my first route is to communicate and talk about things.
That's
I feel
negative.
like if you came with that energy to Baba G, you would get the same result. The Baba G.
What's the difference between here goes what's the difference with dealing with Baba G and dealing with truth?
Baba G dominates my mind completely. It's not just a physical domination. Anybody could be stronger than you. Most people are bigger than me. I'm 5 foot. I don't even weigh. I weigh like 100-something pounds. Like it's not like I'm big. So anybody can dominate me. It's about mental. It's a mental thing. Of course, I'm gonna challenge you mentally, but you always fail. I'm a woman. Now, of course, I have emotions. You don't know how to deal with them because you don't know how to deal with your own. And you can't deny that because Jalumi has a problem with dealing with his emotions as well.
You need some more water?
Yes.
Can we get some more water for Sheila, please?
I don't like the fact that I always get blamed for your own shortcomings in the relationship. Yes, I've had negative attitudes, and yes, I have displayed irrational behavior. I've never once put my hands on you. Never told you, I'm gonna take your child and go over here. I never said it to you. I never do that to you. In fact, I want you to be with your child. You don't even have, you have a lot of things you don't like to look at about your own self, and it always gets pointed back at me in the relationship all the time. And I understand I cannot tell you what to do. I understand I cannot direct you in where you should go in your journey because I'm a woman. And that's why, you know what, okay, if I feel that he cannot dominate me mentally, I just won't be with him because there's obvious things that he has to work through. He has to get those lessons through his own spiritual journey. It's not going to come from with me, because with me he feels threatened because I might know something that he is not aware of, or bringing him to something in himself that he's not aware of, and he feels emasculated. So okay, if that's how you feel, let me not do that. Let me not pressure you. Let me come over here, get away from you, because you can't handle it. And that's okay. And I shouldn't even be trying to make you into that, because that's not who you are. That's not who you are. I'm the one that keeps trying to make you something that you're not. So leave it alone.
It seems that maybe Shiva hasn't accepted the fact that she's Baba G's like Ephraim. Because of the baby, maybe. Or maybe because of the bond. The time. Y'all had no time to know. Stuff was always taken away. You guys stayed. It's been hard. The truth about the matter is, neither one of you are wrong. She just wants Baba G. Do you understand? There's no reason to argue and bicker back and forth. She wants you to be Baba G. Right? That's what she's asking for you when she go argue. You can hear it. Are you physically attracted to truth?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Explain.
Sometimes I'm just attracted to him. Like, we just have moments where we're attracted to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we are, sometimes we're not.
And sexually?
It's the same thing. It's just sometimes we are and sometimes we're not. Like,
You seem to be sad because you can't be with him.
I guess, yeah, because it was this idea.
It was an idea.
Mm-hmm.
What was the idea?
Um,
To change True into Baba G? Is that the ideal? Ideal?
Just to keep the family together, I just wanted to,
Is a family reality?
you know,
When attachment is an ideal. You seem to be upset because
yeah, I'm upset at myself, so excuse me.
why are you upset at yourself?
Because I just made stupid decisions in my life.
What was your stupid decision? You wish you never had a baby with True? I think I heard you say that.
Yeah, I feel
I never
that.
said that.
If I could do it over again, I would.
That's you. That's how you feel. Like,
Well,
that's not
you
me.
don't feel like it was a mistake to have.
No,
a baby
that's,
true.
That's fucked up. Like, I would never say y'all made a mistake.
I'm not saying it was John was a mistake.
Right. No, I wouldn't say that.
I'm saying, do you think that it was a mistake to have a baby with True? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You.
Mhm.
You saying that if you rewind the hands of time, that you wouldn't do it?
No, I would have stopped where I feel like I had the opportunity to stop, but I didn't take it.
You did. You remember that time?
Yeah, I remember that time very vividly. I remember the moment.
What do you mean?
So we had when I got picked up at Belize Airport, but that was when Chief was in transition out of Belize because of some type of drama or whatnot. We was on our way to Mexico. We ended up stopping at Palenque, Mexico at this hospital. And I remember this was after I had got with Chief or whatnot. And Chief was outside, he was talking, he looked at me, he was like, yo, I don't think you should be with her, man. I don't think you don't need to be with her. And I took his word. I took his advice. And I went and we had a meeting. I said, yo, she don't think we need to be together no more. And we broke up right there. And that point, I felt like I was still on the right track. But over time, seeing her over and over again every day, I started, you know what I'm saying, playing into those things. And I got back with her. But I had an opportunity. I was given the advice. I was given the recommendation right there, but I chose not to take it. So I look at myself and how I put myself in the situation. And that's how I reverted all the way back to me. Because I feel like no situation can be moved forward from without you taking full responsibility for what you did and not blaming the other person.
If you could rewind the hand of time, Sheila, would you have, knowing what you know now,
Yeah, I
Would
would
you
have
not?
made different decisions.
so you would not be had that pregnant?
Right.
What would you have done instead?
I would just stay with I would you, stay by myself. I'm the one who just not really put in.
Going back right now, if you could go, you could wake up tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
going back to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up, you're not pregnant. You're your old self. Knowing what you know now, what would be the decisions you would make? Would it have been way different? You had not dealt with each other at all. Honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I would stop right there at the hospital. Let it be. Stay focused on what actually brought me there. That's what we did.
There's a lot of relationships out there that have children, that has made children from these type of situations. We're not particularly this type of situation, but a lot of women have made children with men that if they could take the time back and do it all over again, they would not be pregnant. They would have never had that child. Not to say that the child is a mistake, but to say that I would have made a better decision not to deal with this man. If they can go back tomorrow, before they were pregnant, they would definitely make a better decision. You're here now. Sheila, you seem really distraught.
I was mad at myself. Like, I don't know.
Let's talk about why you're mad at yourself. Are you hurt that it didn't work?
Yeah.
Are you hurt that he's not willing to change and not be true and be someone that you want him to be rather than just be himself?
I'm not upset with him being himself. Not hurt with him being himself.
Well, that's the problem. True. Is that correct? Like, because true is true, it upsets you. Don't want true to be true. You want true to be someone that you would like him to be. You understand what I'm saying to you? And you're upset that true can't be anything but true.
Everybody has to grow up.
Right. But at their own time and space.
Right.
You even accept the velocity of that growth.
The velocity of that growth meaning like how far
Speed.
it's from. Oh,
of that
yeah.
growth. You know, you're not even willing to be patient to allow him to grow because you're upset while he's growing and he's not doing what you want him to do.
It's not that I'm upset. I just don't like the way he handles the situation.
You're not going to because you don't like True.
Right.
One thing I know about relationships is when you love somebody, you look over their flaws.
Okay.
Do you look over Baba G's flaws?
Yeah. I don't even see none.
What I see this is, as I said before, this is a bond, a meaningless bond. It serves no purpose for either one of you. Only to show you not to do it again. Only to show you to be careful who you sleep with. Be careful who you give your love to. You're upset, not at True, but the idea of what True is. What you want True to be. True is True. You happy being True?
Yeah.
You like yourself?
Yeah.
Flaws and all?
Yeah.
If you and to someone out there, True is even in his flaws, they can look past them. And you just can't get upset about it. I'm gonna take some calls. Let's take some calls. I'm gonna take some calls. Hit the phone lines. I think it's a nice time to take some calls. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Not going with the same callers. You guys can call in. Call in, guys. Yeah, I'm shadow banned. They shadow ban me all the time. Drop. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Peace, y'all.
Where you calling from?
Maryland.
Maryland. Raindrops from Maryland. Nice to talk to you. How you doing?
Nice to talk to you. I just want to lighten up the spirits and just sing a little song. Don't hang up on me. I just want to say something.
Raindrops?
It's a
Raindrops?
real nigga moment.
Thank you so much, Raindrops. These are actually moments of clarity. Real nigga moments. Unique,
Well,
where you calling from?
hello.
Where you calling from?
Hi- I'm in the boot, baby.
Okay.
I'm I'm in Louisiana.
All right, thanks for calling.
Okay.
Thanks for calling. All right, so did you have a question or a comment?
I actually had a question, specifically for Sheba.
Shiva, you got a
Now,
question?
okay, so I've been following y'all for a minute, and I remember one particular time. My voice was a little hoarse because I kind of went hard on 420, so I'm gonna try to, clear it out. Yeah, I'm the fake nurse, whoever, whatever. But anyways, I remember when I went live and it was Sheba and True were talking, and this was like a couple years ago. So it's like nothing has changed. It's only gotten worse. And my thing is Sheba, she's not feeling. She wants to be with Baba G. Period. Point blank. That's just what it is. And also, a lot of people may not know, and I know Baba G, you're speaking in third person or whatever. When she was pregnant, we didn't know until she had the baby if it was gonna be Chief or True's. So it's always been this tension. This is nothing new. And I just think that they should just completely, yeah, they have a son together. They can't take that back. It is what it is. And Baby John, he ain't did nobody nothing. He's just an innocent little soul, a cute little soul at that. And True, I can really just reach over and slap you for saying that you regret for him being here.
Well,
Like,
I don't.
not
Wait,
really.
hold on. No need for violence. We can
I'm
talk
just,
things through here. What we're gonna say is that I don't think True's saying that he doesn't he regrets having Jaomi. I think that he said if he can rewind the hands of time, like many of us, that we wouldn't make certain decisions, and one of those decisions would be having a baby out of this relationship. Not saying he regrets having Ja. I just need you to understand that.
So true. I said that wrong.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my bad for my misunderstanding.
Thank you so much, Uniquely.
All right.
Let's take our next caller. Mac. How you doing, Mac?
Hello,
Hey, how you doing? Where you
Mr.
calling from?
Bishop. I'm calling from Canada, Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Calling from Canada.
Okay, so I have two questions.
All right. Welcome to Dr. Bishop Psychology.
Nice to be here.
You're sitting in
My
our
first one is
moments of
for,
clarity.
yes.
Yes.
My first one is for Sheba. I just want to know if you allow her to spend time with her son, Joe.
Who are you addressing the question to, ma'am?
Sheba, are you allowed to spend time with Joe?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
He said, are you allowed to?
Allowed?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Is there some kind of regulations on?
no. I just,
So you're not just. I'm sorry. She was really in a space right now of. She seems like she's disgusted, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
think she really was listening to the question and how it was
I'm not
presented.
allowed to, right? It's making it seem like this is like something, like I'm being controlled or something. Like, no. It's, he's, he's with me or he's with his dad.
Okay. My next one is for Baba G.
Hold on, let me get him for you. Yo, what up? What's up, man?
I was wondering if you think the women really want to be with you, or they're with you because you're the highest power at carbonation.
Well, why would they come here?
Well,
Well, they're
most of them said
always
they came
welcome to.
here for
Well,
a
the
different
women, the
person,
women
and
are
then they
always
ended up with
welcome. The
you.
women are always welcome to leave.
They're allowed to leave, but I'm saying, do you think they truly want to be with you?
Why? Why would they not? I'm trying to see like people doing what they want to do. I don't know why you guys want to read into things more than they are.
Okay.
Is it too
Well,
hard to
that was
believe?
no, it's not too hard to believe. I was just confused. Sometimes it seems like they're out of you inconvenience. They really want to be with the other men, but they're with you because you're
Because
just him. You're the
because
highest
what?
power. Because
What?
it's convenient.
It's convenient. Can you explain that? What do you mean by that? I guess her phone died or her son smacked it out of her hand. Let's talk about that. Um, are the woman with me because it's convenient?
That wouldn't make sense.
It's more convenient. Does anybody want to call in and explain what that means for status? Well, I guess that's just an excuse. But don't women do that anywhere in society? Don't they do that in society too? In your society, don't they do that? They make decisions of being with the man for one of the main reasons is for benefits. I'm trying to understand. Do women not do that everywhere? Anyway,
Hi, how are you? Hey, everybody.
hey, how you doing, Barbie?
Um, I'm
Barbiana,
good.
how
So,
you doing? Where you calling
yes.
from?
Oh, Philly.
Oh, Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Wow,
Yeah.
nice to have you on the
Mhm.
show.
Thank you.
All right.
So, yeah, I think what the caller was trying to say, I feel she used the wrong choice of words. I feel like the women, of course they're attracted to you, but I feel like they get more benefits. for
But
being with
but
you.
my thing is not to speak for Baba G or anything, but aren't women doing that in society as well?
They choosing, yes.
Well, doesn't a
But
woman
the
look for
question here
when
would
she's
be,
looking for a mate? When a woman's looking for a mate, part of the reason what she's looking for is benefits. Isn't that right?
right, you're absolutely right.
All right, so
But the
that's
question,
how women are.
but in this particular instance or situation,
Hmm.
it's her it's her child's father that she's kind
Well,
of
well,
around a
this is
lot.
well. If you don't know, you were listening here. It's deeper than
Mm.
it being a child's father because the baby was made from a rebound relationship.
Mm.
The baby was
Okay.
made from if you had a moment with a man, right?
Yeah.
That
Hmm.
was in a moment of your vulnerability, and you made a child out of that, and that it's. I mean, you know,
I get what you're saying. I get what
so
you're
it's a
saying.
different
But I still
situation.
feel like they're trying to reap the benefits of being with Baba G.
What is the benefits? And would that be the reason why they want to be? Isn't the benefits the
Um,
reason why you would want to be with a man?
yeah, and I get that, but for Baba G has to ask like, damn, do they really love me? I feel like it would
Well,
be more so on
I
Baba
think
G's
love.
end.
I think love comes from. Well, I'm gonna give it to Baba G.
Security.
Let's ask Baba G. Let's ask Baba
All
G.
right.
Yo, all right. So
What's up, my
for
nigga?
me, yo, what up? Yo, what up, Philly? What's good, my nigga? What's
What's up?
poppin'? Hey, yo, for me, I feel like love is when everyone's getting what they need. Love is an overrated word. For me, everybody's trying
Mhm.
to survive out here and get what they need. If you getting what you need out of a relationship, then you're gonna feel love. Love
Mhm.
is a word that we express when we getting what we need. So whatever a woman need, if I'm supplying that, I'm supposed to supply that. The woman that's
Absolutely.
for me, she gonna choose me because she feel I got everything she need. And when she with
Absolutely.
me, she gonna feel love. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Right,
love ain't
but then
nothing. If you really think about love and you break it down, love is when
mhm.
you getting everything you need from that person or that situationship or that job. You love your job when you getting money from it. You love your job
Right.
when you getting what you want from it. You love it.
But
That
can I ask you a question then?
yeah.
Um, what are you getting out of it?
I'm getting what I need.
Besides,
I'm getting what I need.
but are you getting love if they're with you for
But that's
benefits?
what there you go. There you go with the word love. Love is
Mhm.
something that occurs when we get what love is what we say it is when we get what we need. I'm just trying to tell you that.
Mm.
Right? When you think about love, it's usually attached to some benefits.
Okay. So what benefits are you getting from your potential wives? That was my question.
If I can get over this hump that I created,
Mhm.
and Dr. Bishop is really making this clear that my relationship with Velvet has gotten away from me to really develop in relationships with my wives.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So my relationship, trying to have a relationship with my daughter, has really messed up what the universe has sent to me as wives.
Mm. Mm. That's deep. That's definitely something to think about.
And
I
I'm
got
not
another question
blaming
for you.
Velvet, I'm blaming me. I'm blaming my relationship because I broke Sheba's virginity and Sheba was wanting to be with me and I really wasn't there. And so I'm even glad True was there to keep them here for me
Mm.
because
You think they would have left?
they would have left because of my relationship with Velvet. I feel like
But
these men
listen,
have
I got a
kept my
question
woman in
along the
place.
lines of that velvet topic.
Huh?
I said I have a question along the lines since you brought that up. I have a question along the lines of the velvet topic. My question is, if they are really giving you, and I'm not going to say love, what you need, why were they only with you conducive to Velvet's location? Why didn't they fight for you when Velvet said
Because
no?
it was
If
my
they really
daughter.
wanted to give
Because
you
it
what you
wasn't
need.
about Velvet. It was my daughter. It's my
Okay.
relationship with my daughter. They wanted to support that. They always wanted to, whatever I need from these women, they do for me.
Mm.
My relationship with my daughter meant the world to me.
Mm-hmm. And they
I
understood
drop
that?
everything for my daughter. Everything.
Right.
Except my morals and my principles. I can't. I tried so hard. The world don't even know how much I tried to be with my daughter and have a relationship with my daughter, yo. Because different from my sons, that was my little girl.
But how can you say that and in the same breath say it's not about the child? When I asked about Sheba and True or Baby Ja,
What you mean?
you said it's not about having a child with someone.
Nah, because hey, whoa, that's deep. Let me talk to Dr. Bishop about that. That was a deep ass question. Whoa.
All right. Listen, don't be
You
trying
want
to
me to
not let
take
me
it
up,
there?
yo. I be spitting some shit
Hold on
sometimes.
there, hold on. That was a good
All
question.
right.
Now
I
that, my
appreciate it.
dear, was a good question. That was deep. Because was my relationship with Velvet a rebound relationship or a relationship like theirs? Because when I say mine, I mean his.
Mm-hmm.
Was your relationship with Velvet equivalent to F. and Calibers and Sheila's and True's? Was your relationship a rebound for OMAC?
Mm.
Because obviously
Mm.
Velvet has left and said she never really wanted you. And did y'all make a baby out of that? Mm.
Mm.
Damn, Doc. Damn, Doc. I never thought about it like that. Wow. This is getting deep. I
It
never thought
is.
about it like that, Doc. Well, that's what I'm here for.
You get on my fucking nerves.
That's what I'm here for. I'm Dr. Bishop. I'm here for you. You see? See, what I
Mm.
see here is that Baba G was not in love with Velvet. He was experiencing a childhood trauma, like I said earlier.
Mm-mm.
He never
Mm-mm.
had his mother and father, and he had the opportunity to vicariously fill a void by giving his daughter everything he never had. So it was an opportunity to fill a void from his childhood. And it was never really love. It was getting what he needed, was what he always wanted. And you can stop me if I'm wrong, Baba G. You wanted, and you still want, to be a father, a parent to a child
Mm.
to fulfill your lack of not having a mother and father. Am I right? You got a point. You got a point, God. You got a point. Yeah.
I disagree, Doc.
I feel like that's true. That's true, though. That's true. I always
Yo,
wanted to
you
have
love
that
her, my
relationship.
nigga. You loved
And
her,
you know
my
what?
nigga.
The thing is, it always got taken from me because I feel like I feel like I got to give myself that love. That's why the child always got taken from me, because I feel like I got to give myself that love, Doc. That's the key. That's the key. The key is not looking for this externally, but giving yourself that love. You can't give it to the child. You have to give it to you. You are the child. How do you give that? By loving yourself, giving yourself the best food, nurturing yourself, loving on you. Keep loving on you. Keep your morals and principles. Go ahead, Barbiana.
So now what's your answer? Now that you talk to the doctor, what's your answer now?
She's talking to you. Um, I feel like that's right. I feel like, and I said that before, though. I said that before, Doc. I said that before. I said that. I said that I had that trauma, and that's why I was understanding through that. Me personally, Doc, I'm a polygamous man. I feel like these are my wives. That these wives was granted to me, but through I was blocked by my own traumas, but receiving my blessing. And I feel like the universe reserved them for me to when I was ready to receive them.
Mm.
And in the process, as Velvet leaves my life, she exposes to me all that I was doing in that relationship to hold me back from what I was even praying for from the very beginning. And I said I was polygamous, and that's what I meant. But I was presented with a challenge or an obstacle before I could receive what I said that I was.
Okay. Well, if you feel like you answered it, I don't feel like you did, but if you feel like you answered it, then that's all that matters. Um, can I ask another question to Sheba?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Thank you.
It's what the
Hi,
show.
Sheba. How you doing?
Peace, God.
Hi, Sheba. How are you? Okay.
Good.
I wanted to know. I just wanted some clarity on. I think you might have mentioned a little earlier that y'all split co-parenting. You and True,
Right.
or is he with True most of the time?
He be with me most of the time. The whole tribe raised him though.
The village raised
Okay.
the child.
Okay. And how does that make you feel that he was once with you all the time to just sometimes now?
It's not really sometimes the village raises the child, so it's all works together. Like there's no separation. I don't see it like that. I don't see it how maybe you see it.
Mm-hmm. And True, what about you? How do you feel? Do
Feel
you feel
about
the
what?
same way
Feel about what?
about him? Well, about Baby Child being with you majority of the time, although the village raises the child, he's with you. You said majority of the time.
That's me. That's my responsibility. Training up myself.
Absolutely, great answer. Okay, that's all. That's all the questions I had. Thanks for letting me up.
I still feel a lot of
Yeah, that's
you
just 'cause I'm
won't
a
let
Cancer.
this go.
I'm
And
letting
I want to talk about it. I want to
Okay.
talk about your relationship with True and your relationship with Babaji. I think you get more of what you need with True than with Babaji. What do you believe?
No, I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
No.
Why not?
I don't.
But why won't you let it go?
It's just the child, man. It's just that. It's just that.
But that's a fantasy, right?
Yeah, it's just. All right, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna go.
You can have another child.
I know that. I know that.
So you would rather it work.
No, it's just.
No, you have to be able to explain yourself.
It's my own childhood trauma. That's what it is. My own childhood trauma coming up. Like just like you said, that's the same thing for me. It's my own childhood trauma. I wanted to give my child everything I did not have.
Well, your child is being raised by a village of intelligent people. Your child is getting everything that you never had. Your child has fathers and mothers, and the village raising it, unlike you.
Right.
True. So that can't be it. That X's that out. Do you even know what it is?
I guess it's just like because I do mother job, I feel like that's still mothering True, and it's confusing for me because I'm like, should I be loving on job because he's True? So like, should I just?
Do you hate True?
I don't hate True.
So it's okay to mother True because it's already here. You made that decision. That's your responsibility.
It's just conflicting.
How is it conflicting when it's your responsibility?
Right, I get it.
If you're looking at it correctly, it's your responsibility.
Oh, I agree. I agree. It's my
It's a decision
responsibility. I just
made.
feel awkward doing
It's a
it.
decision made. The reason why you're feeling is because you're thinking, right? But that's what you learn, Carmen. Your feelings come from your thinking. What you're thinking is not right, so your feelings aren't right. Because you can't let go of the attachment of the relationship, which is that you really want it to work. True or false? I'm asking you a question. Chiva, you seem to be being difficult.
Sorry.
You're not being honest, one. Everybody can see clearly you're not being honest. Can you?
Yeah, I have to. It takes time.
If you guys think that Chiva is not being honest, please press 1.
It takes time for me. I'm a Cancer, so I'm gonna let it go. It just takes time for that.
It's been a long time, Chiva.
Has it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Press 1. The ones are in the building. The ones are there. The ones are showing that Chiva is not being honest. And here's your moment. People can't respect Chiva because Chiva fronted when she was supposed to be transparent. Isn't that one of the MODs? Transparency.
Okay, so yeah, part of me wants it to work. So we already broke it down.
So, but it seems like a major part of you wants it to work because you are completely in that part of you. We can completely see you right
I'm
now,
not completely
irritated.
in it.
No, you are completely in it.
Well, I feel irritated because I made the decision. So I made the wrong decision.
Okay, but why? Okay, it's okay to make the wrong decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
If who made the wrong decision?
Yeah, it's just
A lot of people made
manifested
wrong
in a different way. So that's why I feel the way I do because I'm like, damn, I now put myself in a confused situation for me.
It's not confusing if you keep a healthy perspective, though.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying that's what I'm doing.
Not in this moment. You're clearly, your body language is showing you're bothered at the idea that your relationship can't work with truth. Because you obviously want to be with truth.
It's all a fantasy.
You're saying that with one breath, but we can feel the energy. Let's meditate. Let's go there in our minds. Right now, you leave here. You, Ja, and True. Don't do your face like that because people are going to think you're phony.
Okay.
Okay? One thing we need to learn how to do is be real with ourselves. To thine own self be true. No pun intended. But are you being honest?
Let's go there.
Let's go there without you fronting, giggling, smiling, frustration. We can see all of that, can't we, guys?
I know that.
Everyone can see you. You're not fooling no one, Shiva. After this meeting, we're going to meditate right now. We're going to use our mind's eye to see something through before it actually takes place. We're going to use the data from the past that we have to give the possibilities and the probabilities of what might happen. And we're going to go there in our minds and have that experience without physically doing it. That is meditation. Are you ready? Do you have the data? Do you have the possibilities? Do you have the probabilities? Okay. Boom. We end this meeting. We're in love. We decide that True and Shiva are going to be together. You, Xiaomi, him, you walk out this room. You walk out in your mind. Fix your face, Shiva.
I'm sorry. I was meditating.
No, but you're meditating with disgust even in that moment.
Oh, yeah. I know that.
You go out. You walk outside. You know what? Close our eyes. Close your eyes. You're walking outside. You with John me and True. And True, you with you, John me, she. Life is good. You live together. You go to sleep together. You wake up together. And I know you're thinking about having sex with each other. Say you have sex with each other. You climax. You like it. It's over. We wake up together. We work. We cook. We clean. We proclaim. There's John in the midst of it all. We do this every day. Till we come to the moment. Where does the argument start? Can you see the conflict? Where does it start? What's that inevitable point that you have to come to every single time? What is that inevitable point you come to? Everything's perfect up until this one point. And that's when everything starts getting fuzzy. Nothing else starts to make sense at all. And everything else was just a fantasy. This one conflict moment. You know what it is. You know what it is, don't you? Both of you. What is it? What is it, Sheila?
It's time for religion.
No. More detail. Don't be lazy. Do the work. People are watching you, Sheila. And everybody can see you for who you are now. You can't hide anymore. This is the moment when you get exposed to the world for who you are. People are picking up your attitude. People are picking up your feelings, your emotions in this moment. They can see you now, Sheba. You can't blame it on Baba G anymore. Now everyone can see you. You can't hide behind Baba G anymore. Now it's time to do the work. True, where's the conflict coming in?
Conflict comes in. She doesn't agree with something I've said, something I've asked her to do, and now it's the attitude.
There's an attitude.
There's an attitude. She feels like either she doesn't feel like it, or it's not a good idea, or she doesn't have to do it. It's a disagreement or
There's a
something.
lack of respect. Genuinely.
Generally.
When you
And exercise authority.
exercise authority or ask for something to be done,
Correct.
this is when the issue occurs.
Correct.
And in your mind, you go.
The conflict starts.
Sheba, if you don't want to do this, why don't you pack up and go home? Huh? Why? Why? We don't. At this point, we're on code orange. Let's not be rude in the chat, guys. This is a really vulnerable moment. Be sensitive, guys. All right, guys, listen up. Code orange. Don't be too heavy on the. It's too many people. Too many people. Don't be too heavy on the muting. If you don't want to do the work, pack your bags and leave, Sheila. You're here to be an example and a leader to the world. They're watching you and vicariously living through you. You're either going to lead or you're too weak to do so, and you leave. You're in a position to influence others to heal, or you can let your emotions block you and mess that up for yourself, like Velvet did. You don't have to talk to her like that, man. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. Baba G, relax. Everybody just relax. You don't have to. Baba G is very intense about this, obviously. Guys. But Sheba, yes, we need to see you. It's time to lead now. Sit up in the chair. Sit forward and do the work. When's the problem start?
Like he said, he asked me to do
No, your demeanor is like you don't want to do your job, what your purpose was for being here. So here is the moment, Sheba, for you to do the work and feel like doing it. All those videos you make online, all that, this is the moment. This is the real. This is when applying that knowledge means something. It's showtime. You're in it now. Can you apply the knowledge to the moment?
Yes.
Really? Don't look like it. Hard, right? Because you can feel the emotions. But it's hard to do the right thing when you feel the emotion. But it means nothing. Knowledge without work is dead. So if you know all this knowledge, but you can't apply it under pressure, then what is the use of it? So right now, I'm gonna ask you again. We did the meditation. True was able to stay firm. I'm pretty sure he has emotions too. He's able to deliver and perform under pressure. Are you?
Yes.
Because you complain about him not being able to control his emotions. But I asked him the same question. It seems that you don't know how to control your emotions.
No, I have control.
Do you?
Yes.
Are you going to be mature in this moment and sit up like an adult and talk? Or are we going to be little kids and act like we don't want to do it?
I want to do it.
All right. Cool. So, where's the problems and conflict begin?
It begins when I mentally challenge him. Like I'll just challenge, like it will just come through me. I won't really be trying to do it. I'll just might challenge something that he said or something that I feel like if I might say something. I don't. It's like different situations, but I might just be like, for example, I just want my space right now, or something like that. I might just say something that will trigger him, or.
But you wouldn't say that with Baba G.
Well, I have plenty of space with Baba G. Like there's certain things that I.
So you naturally just have it with Baba G.
Yeah.
You doesn't have to ask for it.
No.
Get what you need.
Yeah.
So
it's just different, yeah.
But,
so, yeah. Like there's certain things that I feel like I get in a relationship with Baba G that I don't get with True, and then I think that's why sometimes I'll challenge him or whatever, and then I just be looking at his response, and when his response is not what I want it to be, then that's when the problem begins. Because I'm like, I don't like the way he responds to me. And
yet Baba G doesn't do that to you.
Baba G doesn't respond the way that True responds, no.
So why don't you just leave True alone and deal with Baba G?
That's what
It's because it's an attachment at this point.
I guess it's a comfort. It's a comfort. It's
How is it a comfort when it's discomfort in the comfort?
Right. It's all fanatical. It's not really real. It's like comfort in my mind because it's already something that is established.
What is established?
Like we had already had a relationship with each other.
What kind of relationship if it comes to this point?
A toxic one at this point. I mean, but it just
if it all comes to this point, right? Where there's not enough respect on your end, and there's not enough respect on your end, and you're not getting what you need, is there love there? No.
No.
No, you don't love the relationship, right? Because you're not getting what you need. But then it comes to the understanding, are you giving yourself what you need?
Right.
What do you get, Sheba, in the relationship with True that you don't get with Balaji?
Having somebody there all the time in your
And if it, no, be honest, no, that's something you want, having somebody there.
I guess it feels good because it's like somebody
So
like
you get that
like
companionship like right there.
Somebody's interested in you, like they're like, oh, okay, I'm interested in you, and that feels good because it's like feeds the wanting attention and
Your esteem.
Yeah, self-esteem. Like, okay, somebody wants me, and
you don't feel that Babaji wants you. Is that what you're saying?
No, not all the time, but sometimes, but not all the time.
So you don't feel like Babaji wants you?
Not all the time.
Okay, so you feel like he doesn't want you?
Yeah, sometimes.
But do you think that Babaji might not want you because your relationship and your bond are true?
Sometimes
I
I feel like
maybe
that.
he might be getting away with that. Maybe
Yeah, I feel like that's why yeah.
So
I have to let go of True completely to be with Babaji.
Or you can always play the game again. I'm going to take another call. How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going, man? How's everything going, man? You guys are doing awesome up here. You know,
where
I
you
like the
calling from?
energy and everything.
Where you calling from, Knowledge?
Hey, I'm on the road. Hey, look, man, I'm on the road. I'm in Oklahoma right now, bro, but I'm originally from New Orleans.
Okay.
You guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. Truth, hey, much respect to you, brother. I got nothing but respect for you, fam, because I would have been jumped across this table and smacked the shit out of Nature Boy ass. Much love.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Everybody, see that? Everyone's allowed to have their opinion. Babaji, and everybody, calm down. Take a breath. Right now, I want everybody to take a deep breath. In your nose, out of your mouth. I always say, take it in, let that shit out. Let that shit go. Take it in, let that shit go. See that? It's a nice relaxing, you know? Because we all take it in, but we don't know how to let that shit go. You see what I mean? Take it in, let that shit go. Everything doesn't need your attention. Okay? All right. Moving forward. Hey, how you doing, me?
Hello. Hi.
How you doing? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from it doesn't matter. You
Can't
know, I
really
have a
hear you.
conversation.
Can't really hear you, me. We
You
can't really hear
can't?
you. No.
Oh no. What about now?
Yeah, a
Can
little
y'all hear
better
me?
now. A little better.
Just a real quick question for Sheba. Like, okay, so what's your baby? What job? Like if you're not with
So you're
if you don't
calling
get back with
from
True.
Louisiana?
Actually, I'm not calling from Louisiana, but I'm from Louisiana.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah,
Okay.
y'all can hear my accent probably.
Mhm.
Okay, anyway, so Sheba, like if you and True don't get back together, right? How, like, if let's say you get with one of the other guys there, like, how you gonna, mother your baby? Like, how that work? Because when you
He
with
says,
Nature Boy, I don't
what
know.
if you get with another guy there?
What do you mean? No, I'm not.
Like, let's say, like, it don't seem like you and True gonna, stay together or get back together. Because I know you with Nature Boy.
Got a loss in connection. I think we're gonna take our next caller. Thank you. Thanks for calling in.
Hey y'all,
Day Day, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Texas.
All right, Texas. Thanks for calling in the show. So you have a question or comment?
Yeah, I have like two questions actually.
Okay.
Okay, so my first question is, I guess I should be asking this to Baba G. So can you get him on the phone real quick?
Baba G, yo, what up? Yo.
Hey, so my first question would be, so if how does the guys have women to come in that you don't mess with? Like, so how are they able to find like true love and have a
Well,
lasting love
the
that you
thing
don't
about it
interfere in?
is, women choose who they want to be with, like anywhere else in life. You understand what I'm saying to you? Women gonna always choose where they want to be.
Okay,
You
well,
ain't got
but
no,
listen,
I don't have no control over that, and that's what y'all not understanding.
no,
What's
no, listen to what I'm saying though.
Day
Like
Day,
for instance,
What's
hold on,
yours
listen,
is
hear me
yours.
out.
Nobody, go ahead. I'm gonna hear you out. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, hear me out. So what I'm
Talk.
saying
Let
is
her
like,
talk.
okay,
Let her talk.
let's just say for instance for me, if I come there, I'm just using me for example. If I was to come there and just say, I say, okay, look, I want to be with True. This is who I want to be with, or whatever the case may be. Would there be a time in my journey there that I had to submit to you instead of strictly staying with him? Like, is it, you know what I
Absolutely
mean?
not.
Okay. That's what I
Absolutely
was
not.
trying to
That's what I'm
find out.
saying to you. Like these women do be coming for other dudes, and then they get around me and fall in love with me. I'm not
Okay.
playing. Like I'm dead ass. Like yo, like I be minding my business. Even with Velvet, like yo, I don't be like they be wanting me. Like I
Okay.
be
Yeah,
cooling.
that's what I was
You
wondering.
understand what I'm saying? They get with they man, they fuck on him, and they start looking at me. Then when they get what they want out of him, and they with him after a while, they start looking at me, and then they want me.
Right.
Then they try me. Then they want to stay with me. Then they comparing they nigga to me. That's just how
Okay,
that shit go.
but is there a time where you say
A
no
woman,
to the
let me tell you
female?
something. This is what I
Would
was
there
gonna
be
say.
a time that you
Day,
would say
day,
no to the
day,
female?
day. Listen to me, yo. These niggas is fucking my woman. Let me say that. Let me say that. Let me make that clear. These niggas is fucking my woman. Y'all don't like what these women is having babies with other niggas because of what I was doing with Velvet. You not understanding me right now. These is my woman. They fucking other niggas. Y'all not looking at this shit right. Anyway, when something is for you, no one can get in the way of it. No one can touch it because it's yours. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I do. I
When it's
get that, but
yours,
I just
listen, Day, all that other shit you talking about don't make no sense. When the shit is yours, Day, all right, calm down, lower your voice down.
yeah, I
Lower
was
your
about to
voice.
say that because you don't
Lower
like to
your
be
Come on,
disrespected. So
hold on. Everybody stay calm. I know that, but
definitely.
she got to understand. When it's yours, it's yours. It's yours, my nigga. Can't nobody take it from you because it's yours. I know that, but you just need to calm down a little bit because you're gonna make things get out of
Okay,
control.
well, on to the next question. I have my next question is to Sheba.
Let me ask you a question now, because Baba G seems to be making a point here. What he's saying is, what's meant for you, no one can take it away. It's for you.
But that really wasn't my question. I get what you're saying on that. That's
But it's the
here.
basis of the
That's in the
question.
real world. Like, but I was just asking, basically, if women come over there.
Oh God, I think we lost the connection. Oops. Unfortunately, I think we lost the connection with that caller. I hope she calls back in. We got so many callers that's in the queue. Show.
Hey, you guys.
How you doing, humble Virgo? Thanks for
Hey,
calling the show.
hey, Sheba. Hey, True. Hey, Baba G. Peace to the gods.
I, I, I'm Dr. Bishop, ma'am. This is Dr. Bishop.
Okay, I'm sorry, Dr. Bishop.
Baba G is here though, but I'm Dr.
Okay.
Bishop.
Hey,
Okay.
Dr. Bishop. Hey,
Thanks.
Baba G.
Thanks for
I'm
calling.
sorry
All right, no
for that.
problem. How you doing today?
Good. So, really, I just had, like, a little question about. So, is this like what it is? Like, does Sheba want to be with True or.
No, I don't want to be with you.
These.
So, you want to be with Baba G?
You're not following.
They just stuck on answering their questions, getting their question answered. They're not paying attention to
Oh,
what.
I'm sorry.
Not fast enough.
Moving forward. She hung up. How you doing, Maria? How you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
All right. Thank you for calling the show today. Did you have a comment or question?
I just have a question.
Yeah.
So, when the ladies are dating one of the other guys and it doesn't work out and they decide to be with Baba G, say that they go and be with Baba G and they decide that they want to go back to whichever one of the other men that they were previously with, does Baba G let them go back? And if that doesn't work out, does Baba G allow them to come back to him?
She just ain't got it.
Who are you asking that question to, ma'am?
It's for Baba G.
Hold on real quick. Baba G, calm down. All right, just answer this nice and calm now. Hold on. Take a deep breath. Let that shit go. Here you go. All right. Ma'am, I tell y'all this all the time, ma. The woman can do what they want to do. I cannot control where a woman want to be. I don't. If the women here have been, as you've seen, they went back and
So
forth like
I so I'm
Aaliyah.
saying you're comfortable with them going back and forth between you and the other men at their will.
I've allowed these women to go back and forth.
Okay, so y'all all comfortable just passing around BV. Perfect, no problem. Bye bye.
But don't you say nothing, man. Calm down. Now, breathe it in. Let that shit go. Here we go, man. Doing good. Doing good. Let's take our next caller. And this is getting
Okay.
Hey, young
Hey y'all.
welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Doc.
Thanks. Thanks for calling, Yum. You're very beautiful. You're the first person that actually cammed up.
Thank you. Thank
I like
you.
your
Because
hair.
I'm so thank you.
All right.
13 years strong. Oh, hi Sheba. Hi True.
These girls are going on.
I've been wanting to talk to them for a long time now. Thank you, Doc.
No
So
problem.
I have a couple questions, right? I have two questions. So my first question. Sheba was talking and she skimmed past something, and I just wanted to see if she could run it back for us. She's like, I would never threaten to take my baby and run off nowhere. I want to ask her about. So, did they have an argument and he actually threatened to leave carbonation with her child? Was that what she was insinuating? And also, what does True think of Sheba as a mother? I mean, I'm not. I grew up with the toxic.
Is that your connection, or is that? Are you cut?
No, it's just weird
Are
for
you
me.
driving? I think you need to pull over because
I
your
am not driving.
your your. Are you in a car? Because your connection is cutting out.
Oh, let me find out. Hold up. Let me see. Maybe let me turn my hotspot on. But all that money we paid him, all this money, and I'm lagging. For real, Dad, you need to tell him to bust our bill down or something.
The world. Hello, ma'am. Are you there, ma'am? Hello. Oh man, she got deep. Darn it. Golly jeez. Losing too many callers here, man. Take our next caller. How you doing? Me too.
Hello.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Hello, Doctor. I'm calling and I have a question for True. And I actually have a question for Sheba first. Sheba, do you think that Baba G, saw you wasn't really into you, but the fact that you were a virgin, he, snatched you up and sent you back. And do you ever think that he'll actually really have a forever lasting relationship with you, being that you are someone else? You have been touched by someone else in the camp.
Well, that's up to me. That's up to me and my decisions from this point forward. Um, yeah, that everything that you said are things that I have thought about, and I think that my perspective going forward, how I deal with that, how I deal with those thoughts, is going to say everything. So, for example, if I allow those thoughts to rule me and think that he doesn't want me because I have been with True, I have a child with True, then yeah, I'm going to self-sabotage the situation and end up in a situation where I put myself back with True, even though that's really not what I want to be. I really do want to be with Baba G, so I have to fully commit myself to being with him and not allowing those thoughts to control me and rule me from this point forward, because I have left him. But at this point, it's like it's up to me and what I decide to do, how I decide to behave, and the thoughts I decide to choose and hang on to. And that's going to take me either closer to my higher self, being aligning myself with him, or further away. So.
Okay, thank you for your honesty. And I have a question for True. True, you just look like you're just like over it. At first I was thinking like it seemed like because it was a losing battle, but do you feel like, I want to know if you feel like you are over it, and are you over it because exactly what Baba G said. If a woman that's supposed to be your woman can dip off and let another man have her, then she isn't worth your energy anyway. And do you think you should just move on? Because it seems like most of them want what they can't have. If they have competition, then that's what they want. That's why they flock to Baba G. But someone that is there with them, kind of like exclusively, you know, they don't respect that, They don't respect what they have for their own, where she could have been the head, but she saw something she couldn't. She saw something she would have had to rise up the scales, so she'd rather stay there and be second or third. Do you feel you should move on?
Yeah, I've been moved on. I'm not about to sit up here and try to bend and shape myself into something that I'm not. That means that I have no self-esteem and I don't have no sense of value in myself. People liking me is optional. And I'm not about to connect myself to people who don't or people who do like me. At the end of the day, I got to make sure that I like me. That's what I came here to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't harboring no negative feelings. I ain't harboring no hatred. It is what it is.
Okay, thank you for your honesty. And last thing, can I ask Baba G a question?
What's up, dog?
My question to you is, do you look at this as if it's like not funny, but would you ever take a woman seriously that you could so easily take from, one of the men in the camp? Would you ever look at them seriously? And do you actually like blame the men who may want the woman?
Again, these women were me. These women were with me first, and they want me. Like they come here for me. Like these are my women. Like I don't know why you don't understand that, lady. Like y'all don't understand that these are my women. And my relationship with Velvet has gotten in the way of us developing relationships. These are my women. I don't understand why y'all don't. How that y'all don't? Maybe because y'all don't understand that polygamy could be real or something. Now you want every woman to be
No,
with
it's not
one.
that. I just feel
Maybe
like,
one.
well,
Maybe
then
I
that would
want
make
every woman to
never
be with
work.
one. And I don't really know how to explain it no better. I keep saying the same thing over. It's in your face, but y'all gonna make it what it ain't. It's right there. It is clear, right? But I guess it's not good enough for you, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. Everybody breathe.